So, with Chainsaw Man being just a few weeks away, we wanted to showcase you Bomb today. We wanted to go into a deck breakdown and analysis and show you our personal testing on Bomb. I'm Explosive Chris from HU Gaming, and let's get right into it. Alright guys, so getting right into the deck, we're going to discuss what some of the cards do, some card choices we made. We're not going to touch too much on the numbers. This is just a first draft for us. And as we get closer to the release date, we will be refining the list. This is just something we wanted to bring you in case you're struggling with how to build the deck. But the deck typically leans one way or the other. I know there's some people experimenting with hybrid versions. To each their own, right? This is just our version that we wanted to give you guys to kind of like start off. So getting right into it, we're gonna start with the 0-drop Denji. There's not much to say there. He's just to rest him, produce an energy, and then sideline himself. If you've played Union Arena before, you've seen 1,000 of these cards in 1,000 different versions out of 1,000 different places. He is not the first. Then getting into the 0-drop Reze, just a get trigger, nothing special there. The 1-drop is where we will have our first discussion. The 1-drop reads, on retire, draw 1 card. If this character is retired by your own effect, you can change it to look at the top 4 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 Reze or Denji and add it to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck in any order instead. Now, what makes this absolutely insane and broken is that if you block with him, you draw a card. Cool, nothing too crazy there. But if you retire him by your own effect, you basically get a free search to your hand of any one of your pieces that you're missing, and bonus, you don't have to discard a card. This card is absolutely insane, and it's going to pair well with a lot of what the deck is trying to do in the synergy of the deck. So yeah, I can't wait. I'm super excited to play this deck, as you can see. Going into our 1-drop Reze, nothing special. It's on play, draw 1, discard 1 from your hand to the outside area, and it's an active trigger, which is pretty good. Then we get into our sight card. Our sight card is very interesting for the fact that it's a 1-drop, and it reads, on play, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 character among them, add it to your hand. Essentially giving you another way to search, right? Then it goes, place the remaining at the bottom of the deck in any order. And if you added another card other than Reze to your hand, place 1 card from your hand to the outside area. And it's a get trigger. It being a 1-drop is kind of cool. We usually get sights that are like a little bit higher, a 2-drop or above. I think there's only been one other purple deck that I can remember that had a 1-drop, but I won't get into that. But what makes this sight card cool is that essentially, if you added a Reze, which your bombs count as Reze as well, you don't have to discard anything. So most people lean on either the sight version of the deck, where you're kind of like just searching everything you need, ramping really quickly, and just taking your opponent out, doing kind of what the deck wants to do, or you lean more towards the event side. We chose to go more event heavy, and you'll see that as we go on. Next, we're going to get into our 1-drop event card that reads, this card can only be used if you have a Reze on your area. Retire one of your own characters on your area, which is absolutely broken if you're thinking back to the 1-drop Denji. And if you do, restand one of your APs and draw 2 cards. Now, listen to the combination. Hear me out here, right? Hear me out. You use this, you pop the 1-drop. You draw 2 cards, you restand an AP, and you look at the top 4 cards and add any name you're missing to your hand, and you don't have to discard anything. So you just added 3 cards to your hand off of one card, and you didn't even spend an AP basically. Guys, this deck here is gonna be absolutely insane. But moving on, I don't want to take up too much time. You got your pseudo 0 drop. It's an active trigger, which is really nice, and it reads on play. Draw 1 card, discard 1 card. Pretty simple, pretty standard. Now we get into our 3-drop Denji, which reads on play. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 character among them, add it to your hand, place the remaining at the bottom of the deck in any order. If you added a card to your hand, place 1 card from your hand to the outside area. If you added Makima to your hand by this effect, choose up to 1 character on your area, and it gets plus 1,000 until the end of the turn. If you added a Reze, which I mean, we're playing the Reze side, to your hand by this effect, choose 1 character on your opponent's front line with BP 1500 or more and give it negative 1,000 until the end of the turn. This Denji is absolutely insane. I think it's going to go really well in synergy with what the deck is trying to do. There's not a lot of decks out there that minus. You got Byakuya, and you got a handful of decks that minus, but something like this is very unique, right? Because I believe that like bringing something this style into the format is going to be just amazing. Then we get to our 3-drop Reze, which reads on play, play up to 1 Reze or Denji or Crossroad Cafe, which is your site card, with required energy of 2 or less and 1 AP cost from your hand to your area rested. So essentially it lets you play this, or this, which is, I mean, you basically got this whole line here to play off of, which is so good. And don't forget this, of course. But moving on, we get to our other 3-drop Reze, our color trigger. She reads on play, you may retire 1 other character on your area. If you do, choose one of the following effects. Draw 1 card, choose one other character on your area. It gets plus 2,000, so it has boosting potentials. Or you draw 2 cards. This is absolutely insane, and the fact that it's a color trigger, can bring back your 1-drop if it's hit off a life, and then you play it, draw 2 cards, and again go into the whole 1-drop Denji cycle. I think that's absolutely insane. Yeah, both the 3-drop Rezes are nuts, and I think that like without them the deck kind of like feels slower, but the 3-drop Rezes, you have to run a maximum of them. Guaranteed. Then we'll move on to our restands. Nothing special to say there. All right, so getting into our first raid, which is a Reze. On play, draw 1 card. Choose one of the following effects. Choose up to 1 other character on your opponent's front line. It gains negative 1,000 during this turn. Very good. If it's your turn, if a Denji on your area was retired during this turn, set 1 of your APs to active. This effect of Reze can only be activated once per turn. And of course, it's a raid, so it's either get it to your hand or raid it if you have required energy. This card is absolutely good. So the deck is very pilot dependent, because a lot of the card choices that you have, it's kind of like, do you draw 2 cards at this point? Do you minus your opponent here? Do you restand 1 of your APs? And so it's very a pilot heavy deck. It doesn't mean that you can't pick it up and have a good time with it. We think this is an incredible deck. I mean, you hear my excitement and how much I'm dying to play this deck when it comes out. I think this is where I'm going to go. This is where I'm going to live. If you guys see Explosive Chris anywhere, you're going to see me on this for sure. But yeah, so it's very pilot heavy, pilot dependent. we just feel that you should take your time on it and definitely just play it to its best. It's kind of like, you know, your Red Ray or any other combo heavy deck. It does take time to sit with. But with that, moving on, you got your special trigger, which is, you know, sideline an opponent's 3k or less. If Reze is on the board, it's 5k or less. Very good. Nothing much to say there. Then we get into our 5/2 bomb. This is one of your boss monsters. She's absolutely insane. She's a get trigger. This card is always treated as Reze. You want this because now your Sight can search her, your Denji can search her. She's basically accessible to everything that says add a Reze in its name, right? Making her absolutely insane. Your turn. If a Denji in your area was retired during this turn, this character gains damage too. So off of just doing what the deck synergy wants to do, she'll get damage too originally. On play, if there's a character with 4,000 or more BP on your area and in your outside area, and if there's only Rezes, you may retire one character on your area if you do set this character to active and one of your APs to active, which is absolutely insane. And then this character gains impact plus 1,000 during this turn. So on the turn that is played, it gains impact. You get to set one of your APs to active if you sideline a character and set itself to active. It's absolutely insane for a boss monster. So basically, it's a 5/2, but it becomes like a 5/1 essentially. It's absolutely insane. But you have to know when to sideline one of your characters. You don't want to mess up your energy line and then be stuck next turn. You don't want to mess up your front line and then not have enough attackers to deal damage. There's so much with this deck, and that's why we're kind of saying, like, sit with it. Really take your time with it. And then finally, we go on to our last boss monster, our 5/1 bomb. She reads, on play, choose up to one of the following effects. Choose up to one character on your opponent's front line. It gets negative 1,000 during this turn. If it's your turn, and if the only card with 4,000 or more BP on your area and your outside area are Rezes, you may retire one character. If you do, choose up to one of your opponent's frontline cards and give it negative 5,000 BP during this turn. And then has an active main. Once per turn, this character gains impact during this turn. And then the turn you do that, you place the top card of this raid source to the outside area. This is absolutely insane. So it being able to minus 5,000 means that it gets over Yellow Ray, because if Yellow Ray is minus down to 0, it doesn't technically get sidelined from that. Game mechanic sidelines it, and so it doesn't get its effect. It's very good. This is an insane card, and it's another form of removal. We think this deck is going to be absolutely insane. And just to show you, we actually recorded some of our testing matches, and we're going to go right into that right now.
So you're going second?
Yep.
Roger that. All right. Zero cost Denji. I can tap him to generate energy, and then he sidelines himself after the main phase.
Alright.
You're
I
going.
will draw for turn. I'm gonna play a Shadow Soldier. I'll play another Shadow Soldier. Look at the top 2 cards of my deck. Place one on the sideline, up to one in the sideline. Place the Inverse on my sideline, and I'll pass to you.
Okay, draw for turn. Alright, I'll play a zero cost Reze. He's a vanilla, 1500. And then I'm going to play a 1 cost Denji. His effect is when he is sidelined by an opponent's character or effect, I draw a card. If I sideline him with one of my effects, I can look at the top 4 cards and add a Reze or a Denji.
Alright. I will draw for turn. I'm gonna play a 1-drop Jin Woo. Pitch a Shadow Army Affinity card to draw a card. And then I will play a Kaisel set to resting here and pass back to you.
Denji up. I'm going to tap Denji for energy, so I'm at 3. I'll play a 3-cost Denji. On play, I look at the top 3 cards, and I can add a character to my hand. If it's a Makima, give one of my characters plus 1,000. If it's a Reze, minus 1,000 for their characters. If I do add a card to my hand, I discard a card. Top 3. What I'm looking at here, it is quite the hand, let me tell you. Going to add bomb. And I will discard a boom, which is my special. I'll tap 2 to play bomb. Bomb on play. On play, I can sideline a card on my field. If I do, I can restand her in one of my APs. The turn that I do this, she can get impact 1 plus 1,000. And then also during my turn, if a Denji is sidelined, she gets damage 2. So I'm going to sideline a Denji, restand her, my APs. Now she also gets damage 2, so she is currently 5,000 damage to impact. And I'm going to play a Reze. On play, I can sideline one of my cards, and if I do, I can pick one of 2 effects. One, I can draw a card and give someone 1,000, or I can draw 2 cards. So I'm going to sideline my Denji. I'm going to choose to draw 2 cards. Since Denji was sidelined by one of my effects, look at the top 4 cards and add a Denji or Reze to my hand. To add Reze, 3 cost to my hand. I'm going to enter combat. Damage 2, impact 1. I'll go for the top 2.
Would you like your damage? Top 2. We'll go active trigger and a draw trigger. Draw.
Faster.
3 actions now. I will draw for turn. Push up 2 Shadow Soldiers. Tap 1. Play a Tusk to the backline resting. Tap 1 and play Shadow Monarch. I can play, let's choose one of the following. Play up to 1 Shadow Army Affinity from your sideline set to active on your field. Or play up to 2 characters with 3 or less required energy and Shadow Affinity from your sideline set to resting on your field. I am going to play Egress set to active. When played on Egress, play 1 Shadow Soldier from my sideline or my hand set to resting on my field. And we will play the Shadow Soldier back here. Look at the top 2. Leave those like that. And then my final action will be, I have 6 Shadow Affinities. My 12-drop Jinwoo is going to be 6 less, so I will raid a Jinwoo. On raid, I could choose to stand 1 card on my front line and back line. I'll stand the Tusk.
Sure.
And we'll go Snipe Impact on Bomb.
Which field?
We'll go top down.
Let's see, it's a final.
Yeah. We'll go 4K.
Let's see, 2 finals.
We'll go 1500 when attacking. Draw pitch. one drop.
Let's see. Special. I'll special. Let's see. I'll special your Sung Jinwoo.
Last attack, 1500 Shadow Soldier.
Do you want to make it unaffected by shield triggers
Uh,
with your Kaisel?
I mean, I can, but there's another one you would just target, so.
Fair enough. Draw a card.
Or probably target the Egress, right?
I think it has to be 1500 or less.
Or like with the trigger ability.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Drop your turn. Play Reze. Reze's effect. I will replay a Denji. Tap. Play a bomb. I'll use bomb's effect to minus 1,000 Shadow Soldiers.
Okay.
And I will play another bomb to sideline the Shadow Soldier. Enter combat. Attack 4,000.
So Bomb has two abilities, right? It's either kill a 5k or sideline a Shadow Soldier.
So she can minus 1,000 for free, or if I sideline a card, increase it to 5,000.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So we'll go 4k top, right?
Yep.
Active trigger on the Egress.
I'll pass turn.
Draw for turn. I will push up a Shadow Soldier. Top one and play color trigger Jinwoo to look at the top three for Jinwoo or Shadow Army affinity.
Sure.
Have an iron. Pitching. Iron. Or tank, sorry. I will tap one and play iron to the front line. Top one and play a Shadow Soldier to the back line. Look at the top two. Get rid of one Shadow Soldier, put the other one up there. We'll swing 4k.
I'll block with Denji. I'll draw cards to sideline.
Alright, we'll go 1500 cannot be blocked by 4 or more, and draw pitch.
Sure. Top one.
Yep.
Say Reze raid. Think. I'll add it to him.
You blocked the last attack, so pass to you.
Drop a turn. Play a Denji. Effect, look at top three. I'm going to add a Reze. And I have to pitch a card since I added a card. I'm going to get rid of a Denji. Since I added a Reze, I will subtract 1,000 from one of your Shadow Soldiers.
Okay.
I'm going to tap and raid Reze. Effect, I'll draw a card. And I'll choose her first effect to minus 1,000 for one of your characters, so I'll sideline a Shadow Soldier. And I'm going to tap. I'm going to play Reze. Reze's on play effect. I will play a 0-cost Reze. Alright. Attack 4,000.
I will take the first one. Draw a card.
Attack 4,000 again.
I will block a Shadow Soldier.
And attack 4,000.
Block the Eagers.
I'll pass turn.
Okay. I will draw for turn. Okay. Up the Shadow Soldier. Also push up the Tusk. We'll tap one and play another Searcher General. Look at the top 3 for a General or a Shadow Soldier. I'll grab an Egress. And I will pitch a Shadow Soldier. I will tap one and look at the top 3 for another Jinwoo or a Shadow Soldier.
You gotta find it by now.
Grab a Monarch's Domain. Jesus. I'll pitch Egress. I am searching like crazy for that 12.
Yeah, I can see that. It's gonna be in
I'm gonna
shield.
play Shadow Monarch.
Yep.
I'll play a Egress to the front line active. Might as well. I will play over one of my color triggers to look at the top 2.
Sure.
Get rid of the Jinwoo. Put that there. I'll go 4K.
I'll block here.
We will go 25.
I'll block 4K.
This card for each Shadow Army on my field, 2,500 or less, he gains 500 BP, each resting one, so this will be 4K.
Let's see. Sure. Top or bottom?
We will go top.
Raid Reze. I think. I'll add a hand.
Then we'll go cannot be blocked by 4.
I'll block here.
Okay, that's 2.
Drop the turn. As close as I can get. So I'll tap 2 to play bomb. Bomb effect. I'll sideline a Reze. I'll sideline Reze to restand. I will tap to play Reze. I won't use her effect. I think it's up to 1. You may retire one out of the character, and you feel if you did, choose up to one of these abilities. I will not. I will raid bomb. I'll use bomb's effects to sideline Denji, and I will sideline. I'll sideline your Egress.
Alright.
So she's 5,000 impact 1. I'll use bomb's effect to give her impact. For impact.
4 impacts. Yikes.
4,000 impact.
Gotta take the first one and see. Nothing.
4,000 impact.
12 drop Jinwoo. Can read, but I think it's a little too late. How much is your that one's 5k impact, right?
5,000 impact, 4,000 impact.
I will rate him.
Alright, let's see. 5,000 impact. Is it a final?
It's another 12 drop.
Both
Both
of
of them wear my shields.
GG's.
GG's.
My last shield was a final.